Nice to meet you, Hayden. I'm Francesca. How are you doing today?
Very good. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you.
I brought a copy of my resume.
Awesome. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Alright. I'm originally from York, Pennsylvania, but my parents are from the area, so I've always been around Monmouth as I was growing up, and I ended up going to Monmouth University, where I'm currently a sophomore. I'm studying graphic design with a minor in marketing, and I've really had the opportunity to get involved at Monmouth. I'm in several clubs and organizations, and I actually have a leadership position in the Snow Riders Club, where I'm the vice president, and I've gained a lot of experience with that. Also, I have a part-time job in the area that's also giving me a lot of experience.
Oh, that's awesome. So why did you apply for this position?
I heard about Monmouth Park. Like I said, I've been around the area as a child, and especially with the publicity around the Haskell, it really drew my attention to it. And I actually found a video advertisement on YouTube posted from Monmouth Park about welcoming people into the park, and I was really impressed with the welcoming feel that they showed the customers, even just through the internet, and I think that it seems like a great environment to be in.
That's awesome. I'm really glad that you found that video. So what do you think makes you qualified for this position?
Well, as I'm studying graphic design, I'm learning a lot about the Adobe programs like Photoshop, Illustrator, and a lot about design, both like website design and advertisement design, and I've had the opportunity to design things like logos and posters and advertisements. And actually recently with the Snow Riders Club, I was in charge of planning an event, and so my club members and I designed our own posters. We're currently making our own t-shirt, and I really think that I could use some of those experiences.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this stuff?
Yeah, I actually, I recently, like I said, designed a poster, and we're trying to do everything we can to get numbers in the club and create our own marketing techniques. So we're creating products like chapstick and flyers and hats.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So what are some of your strengths?
I consider myself to be a good team worker, and I'm a really optimistic person, and I refuse to take no as the solution to a problem. I always try to fix things and keep things the best that they can be.
That's very good. Do you think you have any weaknesses?
I guess in that area, because I try really hard to make things the best they can be, sometimes I get a little wrapped up in that.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. So what would your former employer or professor or friend say about you?
I think if you talk to most of my former employers, actually all of them, they'd tell you how I love to come in whenever somebody needs a cover or anything, or helping organize the store for events and things like that. And I really like getting to know the customer so that they want to come back.
That's great. What are 3 words that are used to describe you?
I consider myself to be a pretty creative person, and also pretty outgoing and optimistic.
What are some of your short-term goals?
Short term, I'd really like to expand my experience in the real world, like in my field. So right now I have experience working in retail at a ski shop and now here at a jewelry store. So I'd like to work in a bigger environment, such as Monmouth Park, in an area like marketing with this internship.
That's awesome. What are some of your long-term goals?
Long term, once I gain the experience and I feel like I can move on to the next level, I would really like to work at a design company.
That's great. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, actually, I do have a few. Could you give me an idea of what past employees have done in this position that is really successful?
I believe that they were just very creative, very hardworking. They were determined and focused, and they really wanted to make sure that they got the best outcome that they possibly could. Yeah,
that's great. Actually, I do have another question. I was reading the Monmouth Asbury Park Press, actually, on a web interview article by Stephen Edelson, and it was on the Haskell and the turnout of the Haskell, and he brought up a couple points about Monmouth Park after the publicity, and he noticed how many young people there were that were really excited to be at the race, and how that's not usually the case at Monmouth Park. So I was wondering if there were any plans in place or maybe ideas that Monmouth Park would like to bring in more young people and keep those numbers high.
Well, since you said you're a student at Monmouth, we're trying to plan more students to come in and work for Monmouth Park. And since you students are from Monmouth University, try to spread the word about Monmouth Park and really just get more interest and get the word out, just to really help Monmouth Park grow in its attendance.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'd really love to be a part of that. Also, actually, while I was a student here last year at Monmouth Park, I heard about this really cool food truck event. And when I saw that the location was Monmouth Park, I was really surprised because I wouldn't really relate food trucks and horses. But there was an article on this website, newjersey.com, about the barbecue and craft beer festival that you guys hosted over the summer at Monmouth Park. And I really like that you guys draw in more people and make the community feel welcome. And it's not just about the horses, it's about the horses and the community, and really bringing people in creatively.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We really try to bring in the community, bring in more people, try to help Monmouth Park.
Yeah, that's great. So, how do you enjoy working here at Monmouth Park? What would you say are some highlights of the environment?
I love working here. I believe that it's a great business, great opportunity to learn more, and especially since you're applying for the internship, I believe it's a great opportunity. I love just the atmosphere, just being around the horses, just hands. I love the horses, and I believe it's just great opportunities, great experiences, great people.
Yeah. So, working with all the great people you're talking about, would you say that the work culture is more collaborative? And I guess, would there be opportunities to collaborate with management and other more experienced employees?
Yes, I definitely believe so. Even though you're going for the marketing and graphic design, I believe that you'll definitely work with the managing people and definitely just not only gain experience in graphic design, but also with managing and different departments.
So, what would you say the top priority for the marketing department is at Monmouth Park? I know I've been on your website. You guys have a really great, informative
8 minutes.
Would you look to expand that, or more print advertising, like billboards and things like that?
I believe right now we're just looking for the best, since that's today everything's on the website and stuff, but definitely billboards are a great opportunity. Do you have any other questions?
One more, actually, just because I'm curious, but I read another article online about Monmouth Park. There's a lot of information about it out there, and it was touched on the family environment, and I noticed that every Sunday there are family fun days in the summer with free activities for kids and food and things like that. I was just wondering if the employees ever partake in things like that.
Oh yes, they definitely do. They love to see the families come out and even bring their own families and just really get involved and just really enjoy their time at Monmouth Park.
It sounds like a great environment. So, do you have any hesitations about my qualifications?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I really like what I heard today, so you'll be getting a call back soon. And
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity to come in today, and it's been great talking to you.
Yes, me too.
And I hope to hear from you
Yes.
soon.
Nice seeing you.
You too. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.